Thank you, President. And sorry, mate, as reluctant as I am to draw out the torture, it would be remiss of me to not make a few comments for someone who I have a great deal of respect for. And it's been a pleasure knowing both in a professional and personal capacity, particularly when I, just after I got elected, was a novice whip and didn't really have a clue about what was going on in this place. And those visits to your office were always very, very invaluable and helpful. As has been said by other members, always with a sense of calm, centre of gravity, professionalism that everyone looks up to. And I think, and it's been touched on before, with such high stakes and deep political cleavage, both ideological and political conflict that's been mentioned, the rules that govern this place are extremely important, and indeed the centre of gravity of how this place works. You are the upholder of those rules, and the fact that everyone looks up to you and respects that, and your role in that institution is what makes this place great. And your ability to have the office of the clerk and the president rise above the politics of the House is what makes it such a great place to work. And you've been such an integral part in that whole role. And navigating those, what is essentially a political beast, and making people feel like, often I thought I'd ask for advice on a particular tactic or what we were trying to get through the House, and I'd often think to myself, this bloke's actually on our side. I reckon he's a Labor guy. But what he was actually doing was telling you how to achieve what you wanted to achieve with the rules. And I soon learnt that he was giving the same advice to the other side as well. And that's what makes him so great. Now, there are a few things that spring to mind which I'll have amusing, fond memories of. I'll never forget the regular visits, not as often as my colleague Danielle Mookie, but to the SO52 room, the privilege room. I always appreciated the way you didn't open the door when I closed it. Only sort of half joking about that with the privileged documents. The medical gas legislation that we're able to get through the House in opposition, invaluable advice there. Automatic mutual recognition was another memorable one, which you guided us through. But all in all, my recollection of you, David, will be as a true gentleman, a professional and a good person. What matters in life, I don't think, is necessarily how intelligent or smart someone is, and there's no doubt you're well endowed with those faculties. It's the way you treat people and the genuineness in which you have your interpersonal relationships, and I think that's what struck me most of all about interaction with you. Now, since we're into music today, and knowing what a fan you are of music, I'm going to use the great Bob Dylan. And if you could just substitute the LC for Maggie's Farm, I'll just recite a few words here. I ain't going to work on Maggie's farm no more. No, I ain't going to work on Maggie's farm no more. Well, I wake in the morning, fold my hands and pray for rain. I got a head full of ideas that are driving me insane. It's a shame the way she makes me scrub the floor. I ain't going to work on Maggie's farm no more. And neither should you, David. You deserve much better than us. All the best.
Thank you.